Alrighty. Okay. That's weird. It's just not worked completely. This is a bit of an odd one today because I'm not doing coverage of a Chelsea game as we often do. Let me just pause the stream. We are doing the opening day game between Liverpool and Bournemouth. And I need to remember how to do this because I always forget. We need to do. I'm also having this real weird issue where my OBS is not coming up, that's fun. We need to do not that. This, if I can remember how to do it again. I'm doing a tribute for Jogo Shota at the moment. This is the game today. I've put Bournemouth in their blue because they are in their lovely blue away kit. I will be doing a kit rating thing at some point. I forgot to actually put it on screen. There we go. Man, it's a terrible start. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, just simply because I don't often cover other teams other than the team that we actually support on the channel. But yeah, it's the opening day. I thought we'd go ahead and do it. It's going to be an interesting one because Bournemouth have got a very, very weak defence, and obviously Liverpool have upgraded their attack massively. So could see some goals today, a lot of them. There we go. Sorry, I'm just getting out my settings. Hey Kai, welcome in. So obviously, because this is not Chelsea, I'm not going to be doing all the pre-match amble and the bingo card and things like that. That's not what we're really here for this team. I will say before the game kicks off in a few minutes here that I have predicted in my Premier League predictions that Liverpool are going to be winning the league. So them winning here today is probably this is weird because I'm going to call this a hate watch, but it's not really a hate watch because like I don't really have a dog in either fight, to be honest. Because obviously Liverpool winning the league would just prove me right. Bournemouth doing poorly would also prove me right. So if Liverpool win, then that's a good thing. If they lose, then it's also a good thing because they take points away or they get points taken away from them that could otherwise help them in a title race that Chelsea might be in later. So there we go. So it's about 7 minutes till kickoff. He's getting 12 plus goals this season, trust. I genuinely think he can get double digits for Sunderland. I think that I rated them 18th in my table. I really think they can do better than that. In my heart, I think they are going to do better than that, but I just wanted to be a bit, kind of temper my expectations of Sunderland a little bit. Yeah, we can just actually move straight into this screen now to have the starting 11s up and stuff, and I will not forget the bingo. See, it's not even on the bingo card, so if I forget the timer, that's actually just annoying. So I'm gonna try not to do that today. Yeah, so the interesting thing I will say from a lineup point of view, obviously Bournemouth have a very, very weak defense because Zabani, Howson, and Kerkez have obviously left, so they're kind of their back line is very interesting. But the interesting thing for Liverpool is that Gravenberch is out; he's apparently injured, so he's been replaced by Szoboszlai. So they're going to be a little bit more weak in the midfield, which could be good for Bournemouth depending on how well they play. Obviously, Georgi Petrovic, the keeper for Bournemouth now, ex-Chelsea. We'll see how he gets on. He was a bit shaky in pre-season, but God, these Bournemouth kits are absolutely beautiful. These are absolutely beautiful. It's not a weak side for Bournemouth by any means, but like it's not what it used to be. I do think they will start conceding a lot more goals this year. Obviously, Evan Nielsen up top. The new left back, Adrian Trufer, out on the left as well. And also I've got some other stakes on here because obviously we run the FPL league. If you don't know, you're not involved with the FPL. Link is down in the description for my Discord. That's where we run it out from. I've triple captained Salah for this game. I just said, you know what? Opening day, he always scores on the opening day. He's playing against a team that's got a really weakened defense. I've triple captained him, so hat trick for Salah possibly would be good. Liverpool front four looking at Bournemouth defense like the freaky Sonic gif. Yeah, I think they will feast. If they're able to, it depends on how Bournemouth will play. If Bournemouth play a bit more pragmatically, I think they might struggle a little bit without the spacing behind. But you know, we know how good Liverpool are at transitional attacks, and when they've got spacing behind to attack, they are now running onto the pitch now. As I said, I will be doing my best to do some commentary as always, but as I said, I don't really have a dog in this fight, so I'm not going to be too passionate in my reactions, I would imagine. Unless Bournemouth absolutely blow them away, like 6-0 or something, then I'll be a bit hyped. I also do need to say as well, one of my neighbours, I'm not sure which one, so I've got like 7 neighbours around here. One of them is having a party right now, so if you hear loud blaring music or screams, that's not people in my basement, that is people outside. An anti-football approach might work here for Bournemouth, absolutely, yeah. I just don't think that's Antonio Iraola's side like style though. He doesn't. I don't think he ever will kind of fall into that. We'll see. We will see. I'll actually check the Discord. See if there's anyone in there saying anything. We now have 3 minutes until kickoff, and You'll Never Walk Alone is now being played. What do you think about Carragher's latest comments on our UCL chances? Honestly, anything that comes out of that man's mouth is just not worth listening to. Like he's genuinely the most. He is so poor at punditry when it comes to Chelsea. He has no clue what he's talking about. I would literally. I think a 5-year-old child would have more insight into how Chelsea will play than Jamie Carragher would. Love watching in full 80p allegedly. I'm watching this on. I'm watching this in a really weird way because I've got this on Sky Sports. Obviously, they don't have a desktop like browser like online, which is really weird because every other like streaming service or TV channel has it. So I'm having to watch it on the Sky Go app on my PC, which is really weird. So it's not full HD, which is kind of annoying, but it's it's better than normal. They do have the golden badges on their arms for being champions, Liverpool. Also notice the bald fraud as the referee. There's multiple bald frauds at this point, but I'm assuming you're talking about Anthony Taylor if that's the. God, I have not realised how small Jeremy Frimpong is. He is so tiny. He can't be high, he can't be taller than 5'7", surely not. He's tiny. Balls into the back post going to be a weakness for Liverpool again, it seems. He's smaller than McAllister. Oh my god. Sky Go absolutely horrible, yeah. It's fine. As I said, for what I need it for, it's fine. I'm not going to be doing too much other than just like watch it. It's literally I have it for like watching the F1, watching the boxing, watching the football. That's it. I'm not going to really watch it for anything else. Tell you, once Chelsea get a stadium that's not tiny, I feel like having that 60 to 70,000 people singing "Blue is the Color" will be great. There is going to be a silence here for Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva. So Let's get on to the game. Liverpool seem to be kicking from the right to the left, it seems. It's Peter Drury on the commentary, I'm pretty sure, as well. Which is always good. I don't know if my internet was rubbish at the time, but I could never watch anything without buffering every 30 seconds. Mine seems to be holding up pretty well. Then again, I've got pretty decent internet, so I couldn't tell. How far behind you are. I'll try not to spoil too much, but obviously, if goals go in, then I can't guarantee that my reaction is going to be muted. Yeah, Liverpool are kicking off here, and they're going right to left. Here we go. It's a long ball from Van Dijk to start off the game. I didn't do the timer. Fuck, every single time, man. I got distracted. What are we going to do? We'll do 15 seconds. Oh, we're a few seconds behind, but that's okay. Here's Salah. Yeah, definitely not a pragmatic approach from Bournemouth immediately. They are high pressing already. Here's Kerkez. Gakpo spins his man. They're going to play advantage, though, from the foul. Here's Frimpong. McAllister tries to play it into the pocket, but Tyler Adams is there. I will say as well, like doing commentary on Premier League games is going to be so much easier than doing the commentary that we had on, like, you know, in the Club World Cup. Here's Cody Gakpo. It's Mohamed Salah. His ball is cleared. Back to Mohamed Salah. Again, really, really high pressure in Bournemouth. They are pressing the midfield pretty well. God, Anfield is loud. I'm gonna have to turn my bloody volume down. It's so loud. But yeah, it's easier to do commentary on the Premier League because I just know all the players much easier. I recognise, like, oh, this is the number 6 for Liverpool. It's Kerkez. Like, you know, McAllister to Gakpo on the left side. Got the overlap from Kerkez. He goes to Ekitike. Tame shot straight into the hands of Georgia Petrovic. It seems like Ekitike is going to be playing a bit more of a kind of, you know, like a false 9-y role, is what it kind of looks like so far. He's not really playing as a true number 9 at the moment. He's like dropping into pockets, trying to make it kind of like a 4 across the face. Van Dijk cuts out the long ball. And his pass is very wayward. Goes straight back to Petrovic again. Michael Oliver on VAR too. I suspect there might be a penalty or two, which would be good for my FPL because I know Salah would be taking them. They're setting up interestingly here in defence. Liverpool. They're playing like a kind of 4-1-2-1-2 with Salah and Ekitike staying up. It's kind of fun. Quite narrow. Again, another long pass from Petrovic that goes straight back to the goalkeeper. Those long passes aren't working for any team yet. Verts. Ekitike, good dodge really well. Ekitike, here's Cody Gakpo on the left side. Kerkez with the first time ball. It's going to fall for Tyler Adams again. Here's Smith. Launches the ball out. I think a pattern is emerging already. And Evan Nielsen is going to chase this. And he's going to win it off of Konate, but he's done well, the Frenchman, to get it back. Oof. Yeah, a pattern is emerging already. It's going to be Liverpool going to be playing, and Bournemouth very much get it out as soon as they can. Here's Salah. Into the box. Takes a strike. Oh, it's a fantastic save from Georgia Petrovic. Yeah, it's a good, you know, it's a really good overlap from Frimpong. It takes the players away from him and he gets the shot off. It's it's really central, but good save nonetheless. Low-key glad Petrovic got a move to the Prem team. He deserves it. Yeah, I feel like it's glad. I'm glad for him to be playing regularly in this league. Like he didn't play particularly well for us when we had him as our number one for a while, but here's Wits from the corner. It's out to Frimpong. Back to Salah. He's going to put the ball into the back post. It's Van Dijk! Over the top. Salah has hair again now, so expect a worse season than last. It's a weird phenomenon, isn't it? Like people shave their heads and then suddenly get good at football. It happened to Rob Sanchez. It happened with David Silva as well. When David Silva went bald or like he shaved his head, he had a really good season when he was bald too. Maybe I should buzz cut my head again. Oh, it's a poor pass out from the back, and Verts has tried to get it through. He cannot. Adams will get it out to Tavernier. The ball is going to be collected by Evan Nilsson here. He's held up by Konate. And does well to win the throw-in. Aerodynamics, yeah, absolutely. Shave your hair for the Prem, do it. I feel like I made a bet. Didn't I make? I think I made a bet with the chat like a month ago that if Chelsea wins the Premier League that I'm going to shave my head. I'm pretty sure I did that. No one's held me accountable, but I'm pretty sure I did do that. Here's Truffert, the new left back for Bournemouth. Lovely ball into the centre. Oh, Semenyo really got under it. Whew. Good work. Chelsea go win the league. I think we definitely can. I just don't foresee it happening. There's too many competitions. Also depends on other signings coming in and things. I think Levi getting injured really, really harms our season in the long term. Goal kick for Liverpool. Alisson will go long to Gakpo. Wins his flick on his Ekatike. He's unable to hold the ball up. Here's Adams. Senesi will play it forward. Oh, slip from the number 7 there, and he's given the ball back to Liverpool, but good work from Tavernier to put the pressure on and, win another throw. Hair for the league, beard for the Champions League. Honestly, I'm going to probably be getting rid of the beard anyway. I want to kind of just leave just the stash and nothing else. I don't think I'll ever go clean shaven because I don't like the feel of being clean shaven. It feels uncomfortable. It's an autism thing. I think this is going to be Semenyo playing the ball in from the throw. Long throw into the box, it seems. Cleared quite easily by Konate. It's Adam Smith. Back to Adams. They're going to just recycle the ball here. All the way back to Georgia Petrovic. His pass is a little wayward and it's had to be rescued by Truffert, but done well. Ball over the top, searching for Evan Nilsson. And, back pass from Konate was very, very poor. They've given away a corner from that. Very cheap. Wait, if Chelsea win the Prem, shave your head and part of your beard so you get a handlebar mustache. That's actually kind of close to what I was going to do, to be fair. I said I wouldn't do handlebar because I can't grow handlebar very well. I'm probably just going to keep it, like, here. Here is the corner from Bournemouth. It's going to be taken by... I'll see in a second. I literally can't tell. They're not showing the corner taker. It's a short one. It's Truffert in, but it's claimed by Alisson pretty comfortably. Rolled out to Dominic Szoboszlai, who's playing at left back at the moment. Here's McAllister. Haven't seen a lot of Florian Wirtz at the moment, the £150 million man. He'll be heavily scrutinised for every touch, I imagine. Ekitike tries to hold the ball up. Bit of head tennis, gets the ball through to Semenyo. He's got the overlap from Adam Smith here, and he's into the box. Good ball across, and it's Van Dijk to cover. Absolutely not. I will not be doing any. I will not be doing any tributes to Charlie Chaplin, even though I do appreciate the slapstick. A complete opposite, can't stand having facial hair. Yeah, I mean, it's as I said, it's for me. It's not only like a feeling thing, but it's also just kind of a looks thing. I feel that I don't look as good with no facial hair on. Makes my head look really small. Yeah, absolutely not. So his highest return in the league is 23 goals / assists. I'm pretty sure, which is I'm like, for how much he cost, I'm like, that's absolutely ridiculous. He needs to be getting way more than that, and maybe he justifies it this season. We'll see. Here's Salah. Oh, ball in behind for Gakpo is cleared by Adam Smith. Bournemouth have been defending well here. Been doing a lot of kind of panic defending, but it's working out for them. Salah in a central position there, trying to do some playmaking. Yeah, see, the thing is, for me, I don't ever do a clean, like an actual clean shave, and I don't use razors. I use an actual shaver, so I don't ever really get that irritation as much, which is nice. Got to do my skincare routines. Ball is going to be played in by McAllister, I think. Into the front post. It's cleared initially and then claimed by Petrovic very well. And he's going to get Marcus Tavernier running here. Who's blocked off by Szoboszlai, but the referee says nothing. Anthony Taylor already pissing someone off. Only 10 minutes into the game. Here's McAllister. Szoboszlai. Van Dijk with a really good pass into the middle for McAllister, but he's tracked all the way by Tavernier. Here's Wirtz. Szoboszlai again. It's weird seeing Szoboszlai as a deeper midfielder. It's just really odd. Long ball from Van Dijk goes straight out for a throw, so seeking Cody Gakpo. I don't think I can even imagine you without facial hair. I'm not sure I've ever seen you without it. I think I have only been clean shaven once on the channel, and I don't even remember what that was for. But mine grows back so quickly that I'm never clean shaven for more than a day anyway. Good work from Evan Nielsen, and Tavernier has launched the ball up for Trufair. Or, no, it's Brooks rather, who's on the left-hand side. He's held up Frimpong very, very well. Here's Trufair. Plays it into the box for Tavernier. Back out to Brooks. Back to Trufair. He might be offside. He cuts back onto his right foot, puts the ball in. And it's cleared by Konate. You know, he's been really, really good so far, the new left back. Ekitike has won the ball. Oof, not once, but twice. And what's happened here? Gakpo has just handled the ball in the middle of the pitch for no reason. I think he was contesting a foul on Ekitike, and he's handled the ball. So he's called a handball here for Liverpool, but oh, he did. Senesi has handballed this. This is going to be a red card. This is going to be a red card. This is going to be that's a clear red card. The VAR has cleared it immediately. That's a horror decision. That's a clear red card. That's a clear red card. They haven't given it. Liverpool are going to complain about that, I tell you. Especially if they concede from this this free kick, but they did not. David Brooks has been given a yellow card for interfering with the ball being returned. That means shaving the beard and suddenly have no chin. That is literally, that is exactly what I have. Like, I shave my beard, I look like a child. I cry like a baby seeing his dad without a beard. Yeah. So like, it's funny because basically I said half of the reason why I don't do it is because of just like straight vanity, and like I don't think that I look as good without it, and like you guys always call me old anyway, so I feel like I kind of have to live up to that. If I shaved everything off, I'd look too baby faced. Oh, that is an egregious decision. Jamie Carragher is fuming on the commentary, and that's good. I love to hear him pissed off, but his team has been robbed there a little bit. Can't lie. Interception from Marcus Tavernier. Get it out to Truefair, but it's been collected by Salah. Long ball to Gakpo is absolutely fucking wonderful. Holy shit, that's a pass. But he's been tackled again by Tyler Adams, who's had a really good game today, Tyler Adams, so far. Here's Semenyo. Being held off by Kerkez. Here's Wirtz. Salah. Lovely ball in. Oh, a little bit too much on it for Ekatike to get on the end of. They're playing some really good football here, Liverpool, honestly. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I can tell, like, from playing football and stuff, that, like, he hasn't intentionally tried to handball it, but it's just like a human reaction when you lose something and you're trying to grab it back. You're like, oh, and he's kind of batted his hand at it. But obviously, you can't be doing that. Ridiculous. The fact that VAR has swayed it away so quickly is ridiculous to me. But I think they've seen the initial one thinking it's bounced up off his thigh into his arm, and that's what they're complaining about, but it's actually the second one. I've got Carragher commentary. So a bit of shirt pulling on Ekatike here, but the refs play advantage. And he has not taken advantage. Oh, so Bosloy has given away a foul. This is getting a bit spicy now. The referee has kind of lost control of the game, and because they are so mad at the earlier decision, they're being a bit touchy here. He's complaining about a dive here. Here is Adam Smith who will be taking the throw. Evan Nilsson holds up the ball well. Here's Petrovic. Tyler Adams in the centre. Bit of a hospital pass, and the centre-back's had to clear it up the pitch. Semenyo's won it, though. Here's Evan Nilsson again. Good work from him to keep hold of the ball. They can't really progress it, though. I forget the name of this Bournemouth centre-back. I think it's Diakite. I've got it on my thing. Have to check. Diakite? I don't know. Evan Nilsson is offside. Didn't realise Ekatike is so tall. Gives me Peter Crouch vibes. I think he's 6. I think he's listed as 6'3", but he might be a little bit taller than that. I'm not sure how tall the Bournemouth centre backs are. I think Senesi is pretty small though, if I'm remembering well. Here's Gakpo on the left side. He's been flagged for offside. Have I got... Oh, thank you for pointing that out. The thing is, right, the website that I use, or like the visuals that I use for my lineups and stuff, the text is really small, and I'm blind, so like I can't particularly see what I've written. It is Diakite, yes, Diakite. Adams. Tyler Adamas. I've made him Spanish. I apologise. There you go. We'll update that real quick. Boom. 6'3", tying his shoes. Throw in from Semenyo is a very poor one. I'm not sure why he's tried to do the quick one though. Here's Diakite. Petrovic. They're playing an interesting formation here, Bournemouth, because it's starting as a 4, but it's really not like playing as a 4. Truefair is playing very, very high. It's almost kind of Chelsea 3-2-5-esque in a way. Here's Allison. No pressure on the ball at the moment. Here's Van Dijk. Into the centre for McAllister. Advantage is played, and he does not get it forward. Here's Adams. Diakite. Long ball from him. Into the channel for Semenyo, but he's not fast enough to get that, unfortunately. Yeah, I gathered. I gathered that's what you meant. It's a well-known fact. Tall people do not tie their own shoes. Yeah, they can't get down there. They're too tall. They gotta get other people to do it. I can't attest to that fact. I'm a short king. There's a big cheers and songs going on as the 20th minute crosses for Diogo Jota. Tavernier wins the ball in the middle. Here's Petrovic again. Long ball from him goes completely off the pitch. God, it's so loud in that stadium. I would love our stadium to be this loud all the time. Fortunately, I do not think that is a situation that's ever going to happen. Even with the stadium upgrade, I don't think our crowd will ever be this loud. Here's Allison. Szoboszlai to Van Dijk. He's going to surge into the middle here a little bit. Long ball from Szoboszlai out to Mohamed Salah. Good touch from him for the first time ever in his career. Drifts across the pitch and no one's there for the pass. Here's McAllister. Back to Salah in a central position. He's going to try and dribble past a few players. He dribbles past 1 and 2 and then gets stopped by Tavernier. I need to... Bro, my brain is so French-brained. Oh my lord. Hercules the best. Thank you for the subscription. I don't know if you're watching the stream or if that's just a sub on the actual channel, but thank you. All the best. All the same, rather. Here's Wirtz. Disguise pass across the box does absolutely nothing, and we'll go out to Van Dijk. It's Kanate. Here's Kerkez. Kerkez hasn't been getting as high up the pitch as I kind of expected him to. It's more so been the job of Frimpong on the other side. Good little bit of play from McAllister. Ekatike will take the advantage. It's been tackled by Tavernier, again, who's been really, really good in the middle. Interception from Frimpong, and now it's Wirtz. Long ball from him for Salah, who's fast enough to get this. Up against Truefair on this left side. He's left it for Frimpong. Salah into the box first time to the back post, and it's an easy claim for Georgia Petrovic in the net. I think Bournemouth did really, really well to survive the kind of early flurry of Liverpool. And now they've kind of settled into a pattern and a shape. They should hopefully be able to kind of hold on here. Long ball from Petrovic goes straight into the middle. And it's left the grasp of Scott, unfortunately. Here's Dominic Szoboszlai again. Into McAllister. Salah with a little flick on for Ekatike, who's going to bully his way through here. And the whistle has been blown before he's fouled in the box, so no pen. Yeah, so I have family that live in France or used to live in France, and my parents speak a little bit of French, so I'm quite French-brained when I think about certain names. So when I see the word, like when I see James Tavernier's name, my brain registers it kind of Frenchly, and I say Tavernier instead, and I know I need to stop doing that. I have to, every time I say his name in my head, I have to think about what I'm saying first. I am actually getting more Spanishly inclined though, because I have Spanish speaking family now as well. Oh, good tackle from Adams. Here's Verts though. Good tackle from not sure who that is. Scott, I think. Good work from Semenyo to evade a challenge. Cannot evade the second one, and McAllister is having a bit of afters there with Semenyo. I'm not going to respond to that. But yes, my grandparents are used to live in France, so I have a lot of French connection. I am actually, I think, an 8th or 16th French as well, so. It's very funny because I feel like I don't look very much like the nationality that I am. I feel like I look a bit more kind of Scandinavian, especially when I get the bushy beard. It will be Semenyo to take another long throw here on the right-hand side. There's not a lot of players actually in the box for this, though. He's having a bit of beef with a Liverpool fan at the moment. Throws the ball in. Little knock on into the centre of the box. Will be cleared by Gakpo. It's launched back in for David Brooks. Up against Frimpong, who's been doing really well up against him, honestly. And he throws himself to the floor and gets a foul. I think maybe I'm being a bit too kind to Frimpong there, actually. Probably he's just much more of an upgrade on Trent. David Coote is the assistant. Anthony Taylor with Michael Oliver in the VAR booth. It's like a Nunez Jackson front two. What I'm trying to say, what efficient when they want to be, but wholly inconsistent. Yeah. Good work from Evan Nielsen to hold the ball up, but Scott can't keep hold of it again. He's been struggling in the middle there, honestly. Here's Kerkez to Van Dijk. Oh, very risky pass from him, but it works out. Here's Kanate, who's going to skip past one. Here's Salah. Frimpong overlaps and has the ball now. Here's McAllister. Into Verts. Inside pass is not a good one. Here's Scott. Out to Trufair. He's going to blast past one man, but he can't get past the others. The high line of Liverpool is really causing Bournemouth some problems here because they can't really get out when they get the ball back. It's a good ball in from Frimpong, and Ekatike cannot convert. You know what's crazy? This new centre back for Bournemouth, Diakite, looks exactly like Moises Caicedo. He looks exactly the same. They are very, very similar. Their faces look so similar. This is crazy. I keep seeing it, and because he's wearing a blue shirt now, because obviously they're in their away kit, I keep thinking that Caicedo's playing for them. I'm like, what? What's going on? It will be a corner for Liverpool, though. I just realised what you said, by the way, when you said David Coote is the assistant. I didn't clock the joke until just now. If only. Oh. Anthony Taylor is coming over to speak to someone on the touchline. Oh, it's a technical issue with the radios, it seems. I wonder if they're just... I think they might be talking about someone in the crowd causing a ruckus or something, because he's pointing to someone in the crowd or the technical area or something. He might have been pointing to the assistant, and he said that he's heard... Yeah, I think there might have been some some kind of abuse or something hurled at Semenyo on the right side, maybe? That's what I kind of pointed out before. It was a possible goal-scoring opportunity, but not an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. I mean, it makes sense because he wasn't like fully in control of the. Neither player was fully in control of the ball at the time, but like, it's handballing it deliberately. I think it should at least be a yellow. Like, he's getting some part-time work on the side. It was an announcement on the PA there for a second. I don't know what it's about. I think something's happened in yeah. I think Semenyo's been. I feel like Semenyo's been had some nasty words said to him by someone in the crowd. And they're going to investigate it. Yeah, the commentary's now saying he's apparently been racially abused by one of the people in the crowd. And I think that was the person that I pointed out before the throw-in. That was yelling at him. So that's why it's been stopped. Game will be getting underway again though. Hopefully he's alright to continue, which it seems like he will be. Swung in by Verts. It's Van Dijk and it's a good header but too central. Goalkeeper will easily claim that. Here's Diakite under pressure. Smith with a nice little back heel. And another one from Cook there. Not Cook. Scott, rather. It'll be another throw. It's Adam Smith who is taking it. Evan Nilsson will kick the ball out. Or rather, Van Dijk will, and it's another throw. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's in general. I just find it stupid that like you think it's like okay to just say that in general. I don't get it. Good tackle from Kerkez. And there's a late one from Smith on Gakpo that will be penalised. I've also just realised I think I forgot to put the captains in on my lineups. Captains are Smith and Van Dijk. I assume that the player the attendee will probably be identified swiftly and will probably face a stadium ban, which is great to do on your first day in the league. Yeah, get yourself a permanent stadium ban. That'll be a great thing. Club might get fined. Not sure. Here's Kerkez. Szoboszlai. Neat pass through the middle, but it's been shepherded behind. Diakite. Back to Petrovic. He's going to line it for Semenyo, who touches the ball well. Here's Smith. Long ball for Evan Nilsson in behind. Oh, he's done quite well there. Van Dijk can get back for it, though. Here's Allison. I tell you, Evan Nilsson feels a bit of a lonely figure up top against those two. He's not really having much success against the two kind of large centre-backs. Here's Verts. Oh, hospital pass from him. Nearly gives it straight to Semenyo in the box, but it's been cleared, rather. Petrovic to Diakite. Lovely ball around the corner, but gives it away to Kerkez. Lovely ball from him, but it's intercepted by Smith. Here's Szoboszlai. McAllister. Here's Verts. McAllister again. Oh, his pass is a little bit behind Frimpong and he cannot get in. And Bournemouth will try and break here. Evan Nilsson. Here's Brooks. He has Trufair steaming up on the side ahead of him. He's not played him in for some reason. Here's Tyler Adams. Diakite. Plays the ball in behind for Evan Nilsson, who might be offside here, but he's collected the ball regardless. No flag. Good ball in for Adam Smith, who's in the box here, across the box with a shot. It's I think it was Tavernier who was on the end of it. He had a really good opportunity there. He hasn't taken it. It's saved by Alisson, and now Liverpool will break. Salah. Here's Wirtz on the left side. Great touch inside, but he's been tackled by Tyler Adams, who again has been absolutely superb all game. And he's won a throw-in as well, the American. Where's Paul Popper and all of this? Alright, Graham Souness, calm down. I think Leicester need to be punished. It's a decent attempt. Tavernier needs to do better, though. He's so free in the box. He has so much time. I think he probably sees it late because Frimpong was about to get there but didn't. Oh, excuse me. Here's Alisson. Szoboszlai to Konate. Space here for Alexi McAllister. Szoboszlai again. Cross the pitch to Van Dijk. Gakpo. Back to Van Dijk. Game seems to be fizzling out a little bit now. Here's Ekatike. Back to Van Dijk again. Back to Ekatike again. Here's McAllister. Good ball in for Ekatike. Good work from him. It's going to be a goal. It's got to be a goal. It's a beauty. It's genuinely a beauty from Ekatike. It's an absolute beauty of a goal. And the floodgates should start opening here, I would imagine. Did I say Tavernier again? God damn. I apologise if that keeps happening. It's just my brain. Who is this who he gets past? It's Diakite. He's just not gotten back for some reason. The Senesi has just not tackled him well. And would that have happened if that was Ilya Sabani and Dean Howson? Probably not. Oh, it is actually quite lucky. It's actually... never mind. It's very, very lucky from Ekatike to get it back, but it's a fantastic finish when he gets it. Georgia Petrovic has dived the complete opposite direction to where the ball has gone. I'm glad that I chose Sanchez for my FPL keeper and not Petrovic. I have them both in my team. He does a nice tribute to Diogo Jota as his celebration. Still 5 minutes or so to play here. Maybe actually longer because of the stoppage in the middle. So I don't mind if Liverpool win. Just give Salah some goals. It's Konate. He's played it to Wirtz. Here's Gakpo. To the back post. It's Salah at the back post. It's Ekatike who gets on it ahead of him though, and he misses. Oh, he needs to leave that to Salah. Salah needs to give him a shout or something. He looks a good little player, this. And it's kind of what I assumed would be the Nicholas Jackson replacement. Did not happen in the end, but Liverpool have got him started very, very well. A little bit of luck for your striker there, but you have to get a little bit lucky sometimes as a striker. You make your own luck, don't you? It'll be a throw for Liverpool on the left side. They are now starting to slow the game down. Now they're ahead. Is that goal enough for Chelsea fans to say we never wanted Petrovic? Possibly. So I think Sanchez is fine, honestly. I don't think he's one of the glaring issues in the squad, honestly. I think he's matured a lot in this kind of latter stage of the season, and this kind of since April he's been really, really good, and that's kind of been the pattern of play in recent games anyway. Here's Semenyo. Only being linked with Sunderland spoke volumes too, yeah. Well, the thing is, he had good metrics and stuff. It was just one of those things where, like, you can never trust metrics coming from leagues that aren't the Premier League. Like, it's always going to be a risk if you buying someone from a league that's not the league you're in. Sometimes those risks work out, sometimes they don't. Obviously, it's too early to tell for Bournemouth, and he really did need some help from his centre backs there, and he didn't get it. To be fair, high press from Bournemouth again, and Tyler Adams will win the ball. Here's Truffert. I think they need to get the ball to him more. He seems to be one of their kind of creative players on that left side. Here he is again. Tavernier. Here's Scott. Diakite. All the way right to Adam Smith. Here's Semenyo. Holds off Kirkes like he's a child and completely spins him. Here he is running through the middle. Across the box for Tavernier. Here's Truffert. Can't get his feet under him. It's Brooks, actually, rather. God, they look so similar. Salah has come away with the ball, but Brooks has won it back off him. Gets it to Tavernier again. Here's Brooks once more. Lovely ball around the corner. Here's Adam Smith. He's going to be horrifically brought down by Kerkez. He wins the ball, to be fair. I don't think that this is a foul. But he is going in a bit rash. I think that's probably why they've given it. It's a yellow card from Anthony Taylor as well. I think that was a little bit of payback from Kerkez for the earlier kind of throwing on the floor from Semenyo. Oh, let's see this. Does he actually get the ball? Am I bugging? I think he gets the ball here, no? No, I don't think he does. Wait, let's see. Slow-mo. Nope, he does not get the ball at all. That's an incredible bit of skill from Adam Smith to dink it over him as he comes in with a sliding tackle. So it's a good area to put the ball in here for David Brooks. From his left peg, it's about, I'd say, what, 20, 25 yards out on the right side. Goes low into the box. I don't think that's his intention, but he did do that. And there's an offside from the throw-in. Terrible, terrible work. If Bournemouth are going to survive and do well in the Prem, they're going to need to make a lot more out of their set pieces. They have not really made the most out of them so far. Yeah, it's just looking at that goal again. It's really poor from both the centre backs. Again, if they had the same two centre backs that they had last season, I don't think that happens. is Tyler Adams. Over the top, but Van Dijk will quite comfortably clear this up. Here's Alisson. A little bit of pressure from Evan Nilsson, and he's had to smack it long. There'll be an advantage played in Bournemouth's favour as they collect the ball at the back here with Senesi. Long ball from Petrovic over the top. Will go straight to Van Dijk. Long ball from Petrovic again. Semenyo gets it this time. Good work from him to keep the ball. It's Adams. Tavernier. Oh, I've done it again. Tavernier. Truffert is making the overlap, and he will not get the ball ahead of Jeremy Frimpong. It's Wirtz. Szoboszlai down the line for Mohamed Salah, but good sweeping goalkeeping play from Petrovic to clear. I don't want Liverpool to win, but if they're already winning, just let Salah get some goals, so at least my FPL does well. That's all I want. It's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. Here's McAllister. Quickly closed down by Senesi. Can TK fix his flipping wrist tape? He's been pulled off him by his opposite number. Here's Wirtz again, who's been pretty silent so far in this half, I would say. Good ball into Ekatike. He's done well to round his man, but it's a good work from Senesi to get the ball out. Here's Brooks. He's fouled by McAllister. I think that was actually Scott. Another good chance in another area just outside the box. And yeah, it's a clear foul from McAllister there. It's Scott and Tavernier who are over this, I think. It's a two-man wall of Gakpo and Salah. It's Tavernier. He's lined it straight into Salah, and it's gone out for a throw. These deliveries have been awful from Bournemouth today, like genuinely. They've really, really not made the most of all of those chances they're getting. Honestly, I'd put the left back on him. He seems to have a good ball on him. It's going to be another long throw for Semenyo. He'll line this into the box. I don't know if he's going to be able to reach it. It's won by Diakite. Here is Truffert. Hoofs it into the box again. There's some Naces in the box. It's a horrible tackle by McAllister. He's actually stayed down. But here's a break from Liverpool now. The VAR will check it. Here comes Salah. He's going to cut into his left foot. You know he's going to do it. It's a good tackle from Truffert. Truffert, rather. And that's another counter-attack here from Bournemouth coming. Ekatike has just fouled Brooks. Evan Nilsson outside of the netting. And the half-time whistle will be blown. So 1-0. Not as harsh a deficit as I'd imagine it would have been, considering the weakened defence of Bournemouth, but excuse me. But yeah, Liverpool ahead 1-0. I'm going to go get another drink, and because of that, I'm going to leave you guys on the Be Right Back screen. Allow me to just correct my stuff. I forget how to do it. There we go. Man, this this annoying thing of my OBS not staying up is really frustrating. But yeah, I will be right back, guys. I'm just gonna go get a drink and stuff. Alrighty, I am back. Give me a second just to sort my settings out again. Um, Boom, we're back. I need to bring all my stuff on screen again. Hopefully that works. I'm going to be looking at some of the kind of incidents that are happening throughout that game in the halftime talk. I don't ever really know what to do at halftime whenever it comes to my watch-alongs, because like, what is there to say? I discussed the incidents and stuff already, so I don't really know what else I need to think. I guess we can look at some of the stats and stuff. Just to see what Twitter is saying as well. That might help. Yeah, I was going to say this. I didn't want to point it out. I see a lot of people on Twitter are talking about the fact that despite that, Carragher was very, very, what's the word? Very, very awkwardly quiet throughout the whole Semenyo racism thing. Yeah, I'm assuming it's that so there's as I said, when the throw-in was taken, the long throw, there was a bloke who came up towards him and started saying stuff, so I'm assuming it's him that they're talking about. It's a bloke in a wheelchair, I think, who said it to him. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if that was the same person or if they're two different incidents, but fucking silly and disgusting regardless. I've seen people comparing Wirtz's debut to Kai Havertz, and yes, it's very similar at the moment. I'm gonna. Bloke in the wheelchair wished him good luck for the season. It reminds me of that moment in the Chelsea Arsenal game where Jurriën Timber said something to Enzo Maresca like, "Oh, don't worry, you'll do better next time" or something like that. And then we went on to win 2 trophies, and Arsenal won absolutely nothing. I just still can't get over how much this new Bournemouth centre back looks like Moises Caicedo. It's crazy. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Don't really see any attacking threat from Bournemouth this season. I see the opposite. I think they've got some decent attacking threat. They're just like they can't. The 2 centre backs are terrible so far. They haven't really done enough in that Ekitike goal, in my opinion. And I think that they need to be. And maybe this will be addressed at halftime, and I'll be I'll be kind of vindicated here, but they need to be getting the ball out to the left side more. They're trying to force it down Semenyo too much. I know he's like their kind of star player, but like he's been dealt with pretty well. Yeah, well, this is the thing. I think Bournemouth have got a way better attack than their defense. I think most of the kind of trouble they're going to have this season is because they're just giving up goals that they otherwise wouldn't be. As I said, if this was last season and they had Zabarnyi and Howson in the defense, that goal doesn't happen. Like it just doesn't never happens. They deal with it way easier. Coises Maicedo. I'm going to be munching snacks. I do apologise. Is it second half time, or are they going to be talking about more stuff? Yeah, and that's another thing, right? To be fair, Senesi should be sent off. So yeah, they've just said that whole not deniable of an obvious goal scoring opportunity, which I think is kind of dog. And I am munching on really basic ready salted hula hoops. It says oh, that didn't go. They had like a listing of the rules there, and I didn't get to read it quick enough. That's a horrific call. Need to get some wheat crunchies. I just honestly, I had like a variety bag of hula hoops, and I just shoved my hand in there and grabbed whatever I could get. I didn't really pay attention. Yeah, that's another thing which that's kind of interesting, is that they originally said that it was the double ricochet thing, and then they've changed their mind and said it's not denial of an obvious goal scoring opportunity. The people that run VAR in this country are utterly woeful, genuinely. The fact it hasn't gotten better at all in the like 3 or 4 years it's been in operation now. Beef hula hoops are good. Yeah, the barbecue ones as well. Barbecue ones are very good. There's a possible penalty claim for Bournemouth. Weird. Well, second half will be coming up soon. There's no changes at half time. Okay. Game is on. Let's go. Long ball cleared by Van Dijk. The amount of times I said that. Obviously now Bournemouth going from right to left. Semenyo battling away at Kerkez. He's been a bit too rough though, and the ref will blow his whistle. Be a long ball from Van Dijk here when he eventually does it. No, back to Alisson. Nice knock around the corner from Gakpo. A lovely back heel from Ekatike. Here's Wirtz. His pass is utterly woeful. And it will be a corner. Trufair blocking the pass. Yeah, I mean, this is what we kind of saw from Ekatike in the Bundesliga. Why we kind of said he could be a good Nicholas Jackson replacement. Because he's got that same kind of interplay as him. You know, dropping deep, holding up the ball, getting the ball around the corner. Corner for Liverpool. Into the middle. It's Ekatike again under it, but does not get good enough connection, and it will go over the top for a goal kick. Yeah, it just gets underneath it. It comes off its shoulder in the end, I think. Yeah. Ball out is to Trufair. He does well to keep hold of it, to be fair, under the pressure. Given away to Szoboszlai. High press from Bournemouth again. They've started the start of the half the same way they started the first half. Here's Kerkez to Van Dijk. Long ball down the centre is going to go straight to Trufair. Now Bournemouth have a spell of possession. Here's Adams. Adam Smith. Who wins the ball again. Here's Adams again. Semenyo does well against Kerkez. It's Scott in the middle, keeps getting bullied. He's the one that they're really preying on. Here comes Gakpo. Out to the left side, here's Hugo Ekatike, who's comfortable in the wide areas as well as the central areas. He's up against Smith here. Doubled up on though. Here's Gakpo, puts the ball into the box, and it's cleared by Senesi. Here's Kerkez. Good ball from him into Ekatike in the box. It's a good opportunity for Gakpo. He's going to take 2 fake shots and a third, and it's a good goal. It's a really good goal, honestly. The Bournemouth defenders are just not up to scratch, honestly. It's another quality piece of attacking play from Liverpool, and this is why I said they're going to be champions. It seemed very easy for them. It's far too easy for him. He fakes a shot twice and they fall for it both times. It's actually going to be an assist for Ugo Ekatike as well. And again, Petrovic. Could Petrovic do better there? Probably. Probably could do better there. Yeah, he reacts a little bit late to it. It's a really good finish. Bottom corner. Again, I don't care if Liverpool win. Just give me some Salah goals or assists. Why you all? They keep going down the left-hand side. Go down the right. I need some stuff for my FPL. If I'm going to salvage something. Anyone who's got Ekatike in their FPL is laughing right now. 2 goal involvements for him already. It's a throw for Liverpool, Kerkez. Good work from Gakpo to keep the ball. Here's McAllister. He's tackled. It will fall to Szoboszlai. Out right, wide right for Mohamed Salah. Come on. Oh, so really, really inviting outside of the ball into the box, but Petrovic punches it away. Tried that little Charisma Trivella. There's a bit of holding from both players there, but initial contact was from Scott, so Gakpo's going to win a free kick here. Taken quickly. Here's Wirtz in some space. Ekatike gives it away, but it will bounce very kindly for Salah. to take the throw. Here's Frimpong. Szoboszlai. Flick from Wirtz. Is McAllister takes a strike. Good save from Petrovic. I think it's very central, so you expect him to make it, but... Yeah, it's pretty comfortable for the goalie, honestly. Sees it all the way. Will be a corner for Liverpool, though. That'll be taken by Wirtz. Some beef going in the box between Adam Smith and Salah here as well. I don't know what that's about. Been quickly separated by the two sets of players, though. It will get a talking to. They did say they were going to crack down on holding a bit more in the box, so hopefully that actually happens. Oh, it was Salah who kind of got a bit aggressive there, to be fair. Not the other way around. It's been checked and cleared by VAR, which is interesting. Ball into the front post will fall out for Frimpong. Tyler Adams will block it, and it's gone out for McAllister on the halfway line. Here's Kirkes. Wirtz, who's still out on this left-hand side. He's now going to move central as Gakpo gets on the ball. Ball from him is going to fall out, and it's a long ranger from Szoboszlai that swings out closer to the corner flag than it does the goal. If I look out my window, it might land in my back garden at some point, if I'm being quite honest. Long ball from Petrovic. Easily won by Van Dijk in the air again. But it will fall for true fair. Tackled by Szoboszlai for a Bournemouth throw. Will be the Frenchman to take it. Long ball from Senesi. It'll be Scott who's trying to get on the end of it, and he's completely thrown Frimpong off of him. He's rolled him once again. He's holding him all the way. It's got to be a foul, but it's not going to be... Oh, they played advantage there from the referee. Good advantage from him, to be fair, but it should be pulled back for a yellow card here, honestly. He's got grips of him twice there. Just shows the defensive kind of, you know, inability of Jeremy Frimpong in that right back spot. It can be exposed at times. I don't think he did get carded for that in the end, but it's going to be a throw for Liverpool on the other side. Szoboszlai has launched it up into the air, and it's fallen for Brooks again. Good tackle from McAllister to win the ball back. Under pressure from Truefair, and he's been fouled. Just a quick one. It's a really good tackle from McAllister in the first instance. Here's Van Dijk. They are doing the high press again, Bournemouth. Trying to play it forward. Ekatike dropped deep into the midfield to get the ball, and he's done well, very well, to keep it. But the press from Bournemouth is still relentless. And they win it back with Adam Smith, and the referee is given a foul for pretty much nothing, if I'm being honest. Here's Kanate. Surging out of defence as he often does. Salah will get it up to Wirtz. Salah again. His ball into the box is blocked by Tyler Adams, but Wirtz has won it back. His pass into Kerkez is a little bit behind him, so Gakpo will collect it instead on the left side. Good ball in from him. Here's Wirtz again. Starting to get a bit more involved with the German than he did in the first half. Here's Szoboszlai. Ekatike tries a little ball in, but is unable to. Here's Tavernier. He's being got two hands on the arm here of Tavernier, does Szoboszlai, and it has finally been brought back. They're doing a lot of holding, Liverpool, in this game so far, and it's not been punished at the moment. If it carries on, it probably will be. Here's Tavernier again. I've done it again. I need to stop calling him that. one of these days, I'll get that out of my system. Here's Senesi. Long ball from the left footer will go all the way over the top, and Alisson will collect. Bournemouth really need to keep the ball on the floor. Every single time they put the ball long, it just gets cleaned up by the centre backs or goes through to Alisson. It's like never working for them. Here's Kerkez. Here's Wirtz, who's dropped a little bit deeper. Ball out to the right hand side is a little heavy for Salah, but he does keep it in. Jeremy Frimpong will collect the loose ball. I think Wataru Endo seems to be warming up, apparently. Here's Van Dijk. Gakpo. Run from Kerkez opens up the space for Gakpo. He's going to get another strike in if he can. Oh, ball out to Salah. It's a little bit too heavy for him. Very close, though. So they're picking up where they left off last season, honestly. Oh, well, not left off last season because they ended the season pretty poorly, but you know what I mean. Back to normality for them, it seems. Andrew Robertson and Wataru Endo are the two players on the sideline that are warming up. Obviously, this constant pressing and stuff from Liverpool is tiring, and they will need substitutions. There's a good opportunity here for Bournemouth if they can get the passes right. Here's Trufair. Good ball in from him. It goes straight at Van Dijk, though, and he will be able to clear it. Here's Tavernier. Adams to Senesi. Long ball into the box is easily cut out by Van Dijk, but it's fallen for Tavernier, who gets it through to Brooks across the box, and it's a terrible punch from Alisson. Ooh. Good defending in there in the end by, I think that was Kanate, who gets ahead of Semenyo to stop him from getting the strike off. Very shaky goalkeeping from Alisson there. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. It was Frimpong, actually, the defender. And those substitutions will come through now. I imagine it will be Kerkez and Szoboszlai who come off. Oh, very interesting. Frimpong is coming off, actually. So, Wataru Endo, probably, I have no clue where he's going to play. If he's going to play as the right back, then I guess he will, but obviously the second change with Robertson coming on is like for like with Kerkez. Is he hurt? I don't think so. I think he just might just be tired. But then again, he used to be a right wing back, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's probably it's on exactly on 60 minutes, so it's probably a pre-planned change, honestly. So yeah, Endo has just gone out to the right back spot, it seems. So he's just going to play there. So if you're David Brooks, then you think, oh, I might have a go here against the much less pacey Japanese international. It kind of shows the demand that this system has on the fullbacks, though, that they've had to swap both fullbacks at 60 minutes already. As I said, if that is a fitness thing or a planned thing, that kind of goes to show how much work they get through, having to get up and down the pitch so often. Here's Tavernier. Scott. Here's Semenyo on the right side of the box. Against two, and it's well tackled by McAllister. He asked for a corner, but will not be getting it. Or ask for a goal kick, but we'll not be getting it. It will be a corner instead. It's Brooks over to take the corner. Hopefully his delivery could be better than the set pieces have been so far. It's not been good enough at the moment. Into the middle of the box, and Kanate will clear that very handily. Is Adrien Truffert. Tries to get past Wirtz and is unable to, but wins the throw. Taken quickly. Here's Adams. Diakite. All the way back to Georgia Petrovic. Senesi. He's going to go out to Truffert. Or gets caught on the ball by Soboslai. Truffert is a good little player here, but he keeps trying things that aren't really coming off. The ball will be struck by Wirtz on the edge of the box, but it's a pretty tame one to the left of the box. Left of the goal, rather. Yeah, off target from the German. Trying to place it into the bottom left corner. Had the goalkeeper worried, though. Here's McAllister, who's won the ball in the midfield. Here's Salah, right side. Ball in again with that little Trivella pass. Is blocked once again. He keeps trying that. Tavernier can't get the ball over Endo. But the ball has fallen here for Tyler Adams. He will play the ball to the left wing. Here's Brooks. It's a 3v3 at the moment. Back post. It's right in for Semenyo. It's a good goal. It's a really good goal on the counter from Bournemouth. And this is why I said I don't fear for their attacking problems, because they can score when they want to. And Endo being as high up the pitch, that could be offside. I don't think it will be. I assume the semi-automatic offside thing's in effect now, yeah? So they probably would have called that much quicker. Semenyo gets on the back of Robertson, who's not fast enough to get there. And you know what? Van Dijk is also suspect here, because he stopped to let Alisson get the ball, and he just hasn't come out for the ball. Bit of a miscommunication there in the defence, but good goal. That throws a spanner in the works. Could they now take the momentum with them and get another? Really disrupt things on game week 1. Tyler Adams, who was the player who won the ball in the immediate there and played the first ball. Here's Alisson. Under pressure. Again, Bournemouth have been energised by that goal. They're putting on the pressure. But here is the great passing of Liverpool to get out from that pressure. Here's Soboslai. Salah on the right side. Ball in is a strictly awful one, but it's deflected off of Senesi for a corner. It will be Wirtz to take the corner again. Van Dijk will obviously be the target here. But it's a short corner to McAllister, back to Wirtz, who's into the box, puts it across, and it's cleared by Senesi. Here's McAllister, blocked by Tyler Adams, who has been superb, and he's won the ball back here again, man. They're so lucky that it hasn't broken for a Bournemouth player yet. Here's Salah. Here's Wirtz on the overlap. His ball is too close to Petrovic, and he's going to claim that very comfortably. And just slow things down a little bit for Bournemouth here. Good ball from Diakite to Scott. Here's Smith. Tyler Adams dropping deep between the centre backs. It's Truffert on the left hand side. Inside for Marcus Tavernier. Here's Brooks. Good ball into Tavernier again, who's going to try and burst past one. He does. Puts it into the box. It's deflected off Canate out for a corner. And I think he's taken one in the gentleman's duels, let's say. Will be a corner for Bournemouth. Yeah, a little below the belt there. Unfortunate. It'll be played in by Brooks. Or Scott, rather. It's cleared by the aforementioned Ibrahima Konate. Scott in again, and this one will be comfortable for Alisson to claim. They can break, and they will break. It's a long ball from Alisson. And Salah will get on it. It's a great touch for him. And he's just shrouded out by Truffert, who's marshalled him pretty well so far today. He would have been offside, actually, I'm pretty sure. Good covering from Brooks there to get back as well. Long ball will fall to Marcus Tavernier in the box. It's across the box again, and it's cleared by Van Dijk. And you know, Liverpool are under the pressure now. They've found their avenue into the game here, and it's through the long balls into the inside channel. It's a terrible, terrible clearance from Wataru Endo on the right-hand side as well. We Scott to take the corner again. And the away side are now, or the away crowd rather, are now quite loud. You can actually hear them for the first time ever. Ball in from Scott. Cleared by Konate once again. Good touch from Salah to get it through to McAllister, or Wirtz rather. Here's Robertson, who was going up the pitch, and he's been knocked off the ball, told to get up by the referee. Long ball from Petrovic. Those ones aren't going to work. When it goes to the centre like that, it's just never going to work, because Konate has once again just won the header and easily got the ball back. Here's Szoboszlai to Wirtz, who's been relatively tame so far today. Here's the German once again. Gets it through to Szoboszlai. Here's Gakpo. Overlap from Robertson. Gakpo will take the strike, and it's gone straight into the arms of Petrovic. He's going to roll it out quickly this time. It's Tavernier. Long ball from him to David Brooks, but he's going to be beaten in that race by Alisson. It's Wataru Endo. It's Wirtz in between. Tackled by Tavernier, and he loses the ball. Again, you don't have that same time and space in the Premier League, lad. Here's Scott. Takes it past a couple of players and gets it out to Semenyo on the right side. It's going to be whipped in by Adam Smith. Ugh, just over Evan Nielsen. It'll be recycled by Adams to Truffert. Here's Brooks. Overlap from Truffert. He'll put the ball in. It's going to fall for Semenyo. Doesn't get there, though. Here's Tavernier again. Good spell of possession, this, for Bournemouth. Brooks has got past one. Can't get past Szoboszlai, though. It will keep coming back at them. Good ball in behind for Brooks. And Tavernier back to Brooks. Past one. Can't get past Van Dijk, though, who was in the way. Tavernier still in the box. They can't get the ball out here. Here's Senesi. He's going to try and put the ball in. Does. It's a great ball. It's flicked on by Evan Nielsen, but he's too much under it and it goes over the bar. About 20 minutes left of the game. There's going to be 2 more Liverpool substitutions. Curtis Jones coming on. I'm not sure who for, but Joe Gomez is also coming on as well. The 2 players coming off are McAllister and Ekatike, so they're shutting up shop here, by the scenes of things. Good to see Joe Gomez back on the pitch. So Jones has gone into right back. So Endo has moved over to the middle, where McAllister was. But now there is no striker on the pitch for Liverpool anymore, so that could lend into Bournemouth's favour here. And they're back on the ball, the blue kitted team. Diakite will launch the ball off the pitch. There will finally be a substitution for Bournemouth as well once there is a stop in play. It looks like Traore is coming on. Joe Gomez with the long throw. Cleared by Senesi. Will be picked up here by Szoboszlai, who gets it out to Salah. His ball into Curtis Jones is a fantastic one. Here's Gakpo in the box. Oh, he can't get the ball through to Robertson, though, who was making the overlap. And Adam Smith has done really, really well to win the throw off of Gakpo. Scott holds onto the ball and wins a goal kick. And that change will now go through. So it's Alex Scott who's coming off, who, for my money, has been their worst player. So there we are. Hamid Traore for the Ivorian coming on. No other changes for Bournemouth, which is interesting. They do have 5 to make. Well, I guess they don't have the. They don't have the kind of a big squad in terms of senior options on the benches. Anyway, they sold most of them. Long ball for Evan Nielsen. Can't get the ball again because Van Dijk's there. Good work from Curtis Jones to get the ball up to Verts, who's looking like he's going to be playing in a kind of more advanced left position now. Let's see if that makes him any more efficient. Here's Tyler Adams in between the centre-backs again. Senesi. Adams again. Diakite. Here's Smith. Good spell of possession for Bournemouth, but no real forward movement. Here's Petrovic. Senesi will try and bring the ball forward and does play a long ball out wide for Trufair, but it's rather overcooked and will go out for a throw. Joe Gomez to take this. Will be hurried up by the referee. 1 in the air by Senesi. And then Verts has had the ball taken off him by Diakite. Here's Traore in the middle. Has lost the ball out to McAllister, I think it is. No, that was Verts actually, rather, in the middle. Szoboszlai, who's playing at right back at the moment, has played the ball all the way back to Alisson. Good recycling of the ball. Here's Van Dijk. It's Szoboszlai, who's now the deepest player, which is a bit weird, because Endo is playing in a bit more of an advanced role here. Here's Gomez, rather, out to Salah on the right side, into the box. Can't get the ball through to Szoboszlai. It's Traore out. Here's Semenyo bursting forward. Another break for Bournemouth here. It's 4v4 here at the moment. Semenyo takes a strike. It's a beauty. He used his own teammates as a shield, and he has scored the equaliser in this opener. I can't lie, I'm a bit happy for that. What a game for him. Team of the week for Semenyo already. And I said that's what I said. The counter attacks, and the problem is they took off Ekatike. They don't have the threat up top anymore to play into. So this is what they're going to have to rely on in games like this. Bournemouth is that counter attacking play, because they can do it. It's just it's just the defense probably isn't good enough to be able to do that consistently throughout the season. But they've done it in the first game. Oh man, the centre backs of Liverpool are absolutely, completely fooled. Oh wait, what? Yeah, I was gonna say it is Semenyo who gets both goals. The reverse shot across his kind of body. They could actually go on and win this now. 13 minutes of the game left. Let's see who takes the initiative. And I did say when those changes came in, when they shut up shop, I did say it was a bit, a bit suspect. And the Anfield crowd are getting rowdy now. They're getting kind of annoyed at every misplaced pass. It's 3-3 goals for Semenyo at Anfield, by the way. I will say, I think Liverpool have been a little bit, what's the word? A little bit hampered by the fact that they don't have Gravenberch in the middle, because their midfield is very, very open. It's very good in possession, but out of possession it's not the greatest. But they do have a free kick here on the edge of the box on the right side. Dominic Szoboszlai will take it across the box to Wirtz. Into Van Dijk, who will take he will not take a shot. He tries to cross that, rather. And it will fall for another throw. Joe Gomez, the man to take. He's going to try and line up a long ball here. You got to be careful on that side, Joe. You'll get racially abused. Exact same place where Semenyo got it. Launched into the area. And it will be cleared. Here's Endo. All the way back to Alisson. It's Robertson. Ball from Alisson over the top for Salah. Petrovic will win the header in the air against him. And he is now out of his goal, so they were sniffing, but it's not going to get to him. Here's Szoboszlai into the box. It's a good block from Truefair, I think. Oh, is it not a block? Has he just skied it? Has he just skied that? Because it looked like it was a good block. Let's check. Oh no, he has just absolutely skied it. It's on its weaker foot. He does have a good weak foot, the Hungarian. One in the air by Van Dijk. Gakpo will get it out to Wirtz, but Diakite is there. He's taking the throw in quickly, Wirtz. Here's Szoboszlai again. Out to Mohamed Salah. Into Szoboszlai again. Saved by Petrovic. Good work from Traore in the middle. Evan Nilsson gets it away. Van Dijk will have to clear it. Does well to get it to Szoboszlai, in fact. Who's dragged back by Evan Nilsson, and that will be a clear foul. He's going to be carded for that as well. The camera has zoomed. We don't get that as often as we used to anymore. So when it happens, it's like, oh my god, it's a big shock. I will be getting upgrades to certain equipment for my setup next week, so hopefully that stops happening. Although it will be sad seeing it go from the bingo card. So sub for Liverpool, I missed it because I was not paying attention. I think, has Chiesa come on? I think Chiesa's come on. Yeah, Chiesa has come on for someone. Is it Verts who's come off? Who's come off? Wataru Endo under the ball. He's a bit shaky there, but Kanate has saved him. Yeah, I think it's Verts who's come off. He did absolutely nothing, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Here comes Salah. Oh, again, his own. You know, it's the thing about Salah, which is really funny, is that like his first touch at times is so bad that it fools people. Like, he's gone in to get the ball there, and the player has gone to where he expects the touch to go, and the touch is so heavy it's gone straight over the top of him, and he's completely fooled him. It's Alisson into Endo. Being pressured by Traore here. He's got to move it quickly, and does. Here's Jones. Yeah, so Chiesa's now playing through the middle. Here's Andy Robertson up top. Oh, clearance from Diakite is not a great one, but he's recovered well, the centre-back. We'll put it out for a throw. Here's Robertson again. And it will be an offside call against Robertson. Here's another substitution for Bournemouth. It will be Brooks coming off. And Ben Winterburn, who I have no idea who that is, if I'm being perfectly honest, is coming on. I think he's a youth player. He's got a very high number, so I'm imagining he's one of their youth players. And Bournemouth very obviously taking a bit of time with their substitutions to run the clock down. It'll be Georgia Petrovic to play the free kick. Long ball from him goes straight to Van Dijk. How many times have I said that? Bournemouth working hard to try and get the ball here, but unable to do so until it's smashed out by Tavernier, who has to apologise to a man in the crowd that he's nearly killed. Here's Endo. Here's Ibrahim Kanate. Endo under pressure once more. Here's Van Dijk. Long ball from him will go out to Mohamed Salah. Up against Trufair. Good ball into the box, but it's cleared by Senesi. Kanate, he's got to be careful here. He's got pressure for Evan Nielsen. Gets it back to Alisson instead. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got. I said the stat that just came up on the screen a second ago just said that Liverpool have never lost at Anfield from a 2-goal advantage. So, if they were to actually come back and win the game, then that would be genuinely history making. So, I think they would absolutely take it, considering the deficit that they are at. He sent a kid to Goodison and a ball into the crowd. Long ball will be cleared once more by the Liverpool centre-backs, and it seems to be a recurring theme every single time that happens. Here is Kanate under pressure from Evan Nielsen. He's had the ball played against him, it will be a throw, I think. Maybe Joe Gomez to take the throw. It's gone straight over the back line of Bournemouth, and Senesi will easily clear this up. Oh, it's a bad pass from him, though, and Petrovic has had to clear it. Will fall kindly in the middle for Adams, but his pass is not the greatest. Good work from Salah to fool the defender, and it will be a foul. Does well though. So Bosley will take the free kick short to Endo. Bingo card, one precious Salah. I don't do it often. Oh, it's fallen loose for Gakpo. He cannot get a good connection on it, and it will be cleared. Van Dijk does well to get the ball back to Alisson. They're desperate to get a goal here, Liverpool. Long ball from the Brazilian. Out wide for Szoboszlai. Nice touch from him. Gets it to Salah. All the way through. And it is a fantastic save from Petrovic. But then it's fallen for Chiesa. And he's won it for them. Bollocks. Fucking bollocks. I mean, like, again, if anyone's going to score the winner for Liverpool, make it be Salah, so at least I can actually be happy about it. It's like... Let's see this again. Yeah, ball goes out to Szoboszlai. The ball in is a good one. It's a great initial save from Petrovic. He cannot see the second one. You know, there's a phrase. Oh, it's actually a fantastic strike, actually. He's on the volley. It's a beauty. You know what they say is there's the thing you have, it's called the luck of champions. But they've shown their defensive frailties here today. I'll give encouragement for the bigger teams. It's an absolute phenomenal knee slide, by the way. His celebration's almost better than the goal is. Bournemouth are going to be going up again, though. Here's Tyler Adams. Semenyo. Into Adams again. It will fall to Evan Nielsen. Into the box. Ooh. And it's a corner for Bournemouth late on into the game. 30 seconds of the 90. Two changes coming on for Bournemouth. Way too late, in my opinion. James Hill and... I'm not sure who the other player is, if I'm being honest. I'm too blind to see who it is. Come on, put the graphic on screen so I can tell. It's Smith and Adams that come off. It's Krupi. Krupi has come on. Frenchman. 6 minutes of additional time to play. Good delivery here. Could unsettle them. Come on. Ball into the middle of the box. It's cleared by Van Dijk, I think. Might be Konate once again. Krupi does well to win the ball. And there's the referee's... Oh, it's a corner. Or is it a corner? What's going on? Yeah, it is a corner. It'll be Traore taking it. There's no one at the near post. There will be now. Evan Nielsen. The ball's gone into the front post where no one is there, so I'm not really sure what that was. Tavernier will load it back into the box. It will fall to Traore, and Szoboszlai has fallen on... Oh, I think it's Chiesa has been dragged to the floor and has been given something. And Iraola on his bench is rather frustrated on that decision. I just realised Liverpool are doing a chant to Sway. I literally made an Esteban chant about Sway like a couple of days ago. I've never heard them do that chant before. I assume is that the Chiesa chant or something that they're singing, and that's why it's never been heard because he never does anything. Not sure. Here's Joe Gomez to take the throw. They are going to try and hold this at the corner, Liverpool. Good tackle from Traore though, and they've got a break on here. Bournemouth. If he can get past his player, he can't. He should have gone left or right rather. They will be going again though. Here's James Hill up the pitch. Oh, he's got a fall for Evan Nielsen maybe. Oh, lucky that it didn't fall for him. Alisson will claim. A little bit too much on the pass forward. Long ball from the Brazilian out of his hands will go straight to where James Hill is stationed and he'll win the ball. But out for another Liverpool throw on the left side. James Hill to take the throw. Long one for Saminho. Long ball from Diakite will be trying to aim towards Traore. There's another chance for Salah here, who gets on the end of this long ball. He's 1 versus 4 here. I don't think he's going to do very much on that left side. Oh, never mind, he scores. Never mind, he just scores on his right foot and I get FPL points. I triple captained him because I thought he was going to do well. He's been stinking up the pitch the whole game. He finally gets a goal. I knew there would be goals in this Bournemouth-Liverpool game. There always is between these two sides. They are always very open. It wouldn't be an opening day without a Salah goal, though, would it? It really wouldn't. Two minutes of the game to go. Again, it's another terrible bit of Bournemouth centre back foolery. To be honest, he should never be getting to drift into that position like that, especially on his right foot. Straight through the legs of Diakite, and Petrovic again probably should do better. There might be another one here. Here comes Cody Gakpo. Cleared by the number 5, Senesi. Will be a goal kick to Bournemouth off of Chiesa. They've given the player of the match for Hugo Ekitike, which I think is, yeah, sure. It's really annoying. Like, man of the match awards going to the winning team always bugs me, because the man of the match is clearly Semenyo. And that is the final whistle. Liverpool get 3 points on the opening day, and Bournemouth are in the relegation zone as it stands. We obviously got games on tomorrow, and we have Chelsea's opener against Crystal Palace on Sunday. I will be putting out a video tomorrow previewing that game, and then obviously on the Sunday I will be doing a watch along for that. So hopefully we can have another have another good stream there. I appreciate you guys hanging out as ever, and yeah, I'm going to be moving off here quite swiftly because I've got stuff to do today in conjunction with that preview. So thank you guys for hanging out as ever. I'll see you guys on Sunday for the live stream, and I'll see you